You know exactly what you have to do. You've known for a while. You just haven't done it yet. Hi, my name is Araya, and I currently live on this horse farm and animal rescue here in Italy with my dog Arlo and our growing little zoo. I love to share about spirituality and wellness, travel and my van adventures, and living a life without limitation or fear of what others think. I live in this glamping tent on the farm now, and when I arrived to Italy, it was my dream to find a home base. Now that we have one, it kind of feels like the adventure has just begun. So thank you to my subscribers, clients, and Patreon supporters for making this dream possible. Hello, oh my goodness, I have to show you guys. Look at, okay, they were all just standing and staring. Ladybug's over there. She's running wild and free. You guys can see her. Oh my goodness. By the way, Ladybug's fundraiser, our nonprofit started a fundraiser. I obviously started it for her because she's the horse, my heart horse. She's standing there staring at me. Hi, my angel. She literally looks like an angel right now. She was accepted to a trial in Torino, here in Italy, where they can study her wobblers and figure out what's going on with her and why she has this condition and how they can mitigate the symptoms and give her a healthy, happy life, which is huge, incredible, and so exciting for her. And it's just so funny having them. I can't stop looking at them all. Every time I try to show you guys, they're not looking, but I swear they're all staring at me. So if you want to donate to that, that really helps the nonprofit here, and it helps Ladybug get some answers, and hopefully, you know, her, like I said in my video yesterday, like her life is probably going to be a shorter life than most horses, which just like breaks my heart. And she's just staring at me right now. I wish I could go see her, but my ankle is still injured, and hell no am I walking through that tall grass. But if you want to donate to Ladybug's fundraiser, that's linked below. She would be going in a few weeks. It's the beginning, so that's why I'm doing a fundraiser for her, is because potentially she would need surgery, which would then be like the next step and the next step and the next step. She's worth it. I know you guys love her and care about her, so anything helps, and we'd be super excited to give Ladybug a happy, healthy, longest life. So you know what it is that you need to do. I was just thinking about this today when I was doing all my business admin stuff, and I was in the computer for so long, and it's good because I was feeling like super lit up. It wasn't like how I felt when I was doing like customer service for a company that wasn't my company, and you know, I was just killing my energy responding to these angry customers, or doing marketing for, you know, someone's company that didn't appreciate me, or doing things like that I didn't feel passionate about. Even though I don't love admin stuff, there's some things that I have to do, like taxes and things like that. So I was doing all my admin stuff today and figuring out like different people I can work with and hire and different things like that. And I was like, these are the action steps that I have to take in order for my future self to have the vision that I have. So there's this balance. Also, we have 60 rescue dogs as well on the property, so you probably will hear them in almost all my videos. So doing these action steps is what will allow me to have the vision be my reality that I've been holding for so long. Like, I have a vision. I always have a vision. And the most important part, like if you read the book Think and Grow Rich, now I'm like, what's the book? Or like any manifestation book, it is having a vision and holding on to it so tightly. Like, no matter what other people say, no matter what your bank account says, no matter what your dad said to you growing up, your mom said to you growing up, no matter, you know, your circumstances right now, your health right now, your relationship right now, it does not matter. If you hold your vision so tight and you're like, this is what I am going to be, you are speaking into reality. You are telling your subconscious, you are telling the field, you are telling the universe, you are telling the laws of the universe that is where you are headed, that is your point of attraction. And so when you have a vision, at some point, there's a time where you have to take action. You have to take like a calculated action. You don't have to always be grind. But taking action and being in that masculine, it is obviously important to get to the next step. And you have to set your future self up for success. When I started my YouTube channel a year ago-ish, like a little over a year ago, I was posting every single day. I still kind of post every single day because I love it. So if you're new here, subscribe. You'll see me a lot. We can chit chat about life. Going to Norway soon. That's the plan. Yeah. One-ish year ago, I started uploading every single day. I remember when I was in Austria with my friend Dom. Maybe you guys remember. We were in this beer garden tent and we were completely sober, but it was so much fun. And we're like dancing on the tables and everyone's wearing their lederhosen. Is that how you say it? And like, it was amazing. It was like the best energy ever. It was one of my favorite memories ever. And we're like, dancing with strangers. They're so friendly and all this stuff. And someone was like, what do you do for work? Like, how do you travel? And I was like, I'm a full-time YouTuber. And he looked at my YouTube and I had 5,000 subscribers. And he's like, how could you be a full-time YouTuber? You only have 5,000 subscribers. I was like, I'm a full-time YouTuber. I just am. And luckily, like, it's loud and whatnot. And like, I didn't know him. I also because I had a vision. I didn't feel like I had to explain to him. Like, I didn't owe him anything. I just told him my vision. I told him my embodiment. I'm a full-time YouTuber. And that next month is when my channel grew from 5,000, I think, to like 37,000. Like, it happened really quickly, that big jump. And that vision was so strong. And even it's not just about numbers of subscribers. I am a full-time coach. Like, I am a full-time creator. And before I had 5,000, maybe like 3,000 subscribers, I launched my first program, 21 Days to Rewire Your Mind. In that first month, over 60 people signed up for it. I was like, I'm still blown away by that. And it just showed me, like, I've had this vision of healing my body, making sure that I'm still recording. Yes, my phone's about to die. Healing my body, healing my nervous system, stepping into my chosen timeline, living the life that I want to be living, which is staring at my rescue horse with the Italian sunset. Like, it's amazing. It's beautiful. And I know that that's my work. That's God's work through me. Like, this is what I'm meant to be doing. And so I said, here's a program. It's like my heart and soul. And so many of you guys have signed up over the past year. And that was my vision. But I had to take the action step. I had to post. Like, it sounds funny saying, but like, maybe you just need to hear, like, you gotta post if you want to grow. You gotta post if you want to grow, but you also gotta take action. Like, I just told you guys, hey, I have a program. We're starting in a few weeks. I didn't have the program ready because I did it live with you guys. I said 21 days to rewire your mind. I came up with the curriculum and the videos I would make every single day, and then everyone signed up. It was that simple of saying, this is what I'm doing. And I am committing to it. And I, said yes to it. And I told the universe, this is what I'm doing. Support me in it. I feel that this is an alignment. My heart, my soul, my mind agrees. I know that I'm going to head there. My vision is strong. I'm going to serve. I'm going to teach what I have learned. I'm going to create. In the sun, I grow. I am going to just be my fullest expression. I don't care what some wonderful, lovely person dancing on top of a table in a beer garden in the countryside of Austria thinks and needs from me. I don't care if they need validation. I don't care any of that. I care how I feel. I care how I hold my vision. I care about making the action steps and embodying the energy needed in order to step into my chosen timeline. It's that simple. When we think about quantum manifestation, Ladybug, I love you. When we think about quantum manifestation, how I say the mind and the soul have to come into alignment. The mind and the heart have to come into alignment. That comes from that book, Reality Transurfing, which I talk about all the time. Reality Transurfing, A Wrestling of Morning Stars. Look it up. Amazing. Life-changing. It's the same thing as you got to take action steps and you got to embody. Masculine, feminine, come together in full agreement. We're headed to the vision. We are choosing with our free will. We are going there. That's where we're going. Nothing else is real. Everything's a pendulum. Everything is a balancing force. Everything is trying to keep me in the old timeline. Everything is almost a test, not like someone's testing you, but it's almost a test of like, are you going to really go there? Or are you going to let everyone else tell you where you're going to go? That guy dancing on the table was a pendulum. That guy, unintentionally in his own, right, he was just asking a normal question. But what it was, this energy that was trying to be like, stay in the old timeline, you're not going to grow. And me, in my wonderful, delusional, committed state, said, no, I'm a full-time YouTuber. And now, how cool is that when you say that to someone and then, maybe they look you up in a year or so and they see that your vision has come true and they're like, oh my gosh, wow, I doubted them. What does that say about me? Not that that person would, but that could happen to you. If you're afraid, let me check that we're still on. Yes. If you're afraid of people judging you, of family judging you, of friends judging you for stepping into the thing that you know you want to do, that you know you need to do, of taking that action step that you know you have to do. Maybe it's buying the ticket, maybe it's moving it, maybe it's starting the business, starting the channel. I don't know why it has to come through so fast today. I'm like, how do I speak so fast in these? I don't normally talk this fast. They will look back, and I'm like trying to slow it down. They will look back and remember that moment of when they doubted you. If they doubted you, maybe they won't. Maybe it's just your idea of what they will have an idea of you about. But they will look back and be like, whoa, they did it. And they will learn. I've had many friends who, they just dropped off when I went through my health journey. And they thought I was like crazy and like too holistic and all these things and blah, blah, blah. And now many people have messaged me and been like, wow, like your story is so inspirational. Like, I can't believe you went through that and now you're here. And it's like so wonderful. But at the time, of course, like I was in the beginning of really understanding this topic. And so part of me was hurt. Part of me was like, wow, my friends have abandoned me. But I also knew like, okay, they're not meant to be in my life at this time. But people go apart, grow apart, and then they come back together. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. It's the same thing as like, you gotta let them go. And if it's meant to be, they'll come back. It's that kind of thing. Friendships and connections, they're like this. And sometimes they overlap and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they're linear together and you guys go around the same curves together. And that's what life is. But you gotta let go and just let be. And just be who you're meant to be and take the action that you're meant to take. And like just embody it. Choose the vision. Get clear on your vision and choose it. And say no to everything else that doesn't align with it. You're ready. You've been ready. You know what you need to do. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I just feel like I had to. And I think maybe because I have an audience of like, I don't know how many horses? I got like 20 horses here. It had to come out that way. So that was a beautiful sunset. I'm going to go chill out, take a chill pill. My friends are bringing some local Italian pizza from our pizzeria for me. And tomorrow we're going to watch Eurovision. Have you guys watched Eurovision? We watched it last year here on the farm. And it's so interesting. It is very interesting. My phone did die, but at least we made it through all the yelling. So back here, messy area. But it's because I have an ant invasion in my tent and not my tent, my van. And then I also have Aslan's stuff. I have been ordering all the puppy stuff for my baby Kangol, who's up at the house, and he's gonna come live down here soon. So I got a crate and food and all the stuff. We are watching Eurovision tomorrow on the farm, and if you don't know, Eurovision is like a competition of music between many countries, many European countries, but not just European. I think Australia was in it last year, probably this year too. But yeah, my countries are, I'm from the US. I'm also an Irish citizen. I was a Swiss citizen, but apparently you have to claim your citizenship before you're 25, and I didn't do that, so I lost my citizenship. So I would have to reapply, and they're very strict about it. So I'd have to go like live in Switzerland for 3 years, but I could get it back. So a lot of my family's in Switzerland. So I'm Swiss. So last year Switzerland won. I really liked the song. The performance was really cool. Like he's like standing on this like circle thing. If you guys know, it was like really, really cool. He's in a dress. I don't know what his pronouns are. So sorry. But then Ireland was like really scary. It was really, really scary. It felt like a spell. Like, I would not watch it if I were you. If you do watch it, I would put up your energetic boundaries. That was very intense. But this year, Ireland was very, very happy and cheerful. I haven't seen, no, Switzerland's was beautiful. I just watched that last night too. Switzerland's was beautiful. I thought Israel's was beautiful. I really liked Israel's last year too. So we'll see who wins. It's always fun just to come together and just watch these interesting things that humans do. How fascinating is this human experience? So yeah, that's a little farm life update. I'm still figuring out my van. I have the papers so that I can get the next round of papers. I think in like a month it will be registered in Italy and ready to drive, hopefully. And then, yeah, in 2 months I'll start considering heading up to Norway. My friend is still here. She just went to Florence, but she'll be back on Sunday, and she might extend her trip and live here a little bit longer. She feels like family. She feels like a sister. It's been really nice having her here and just having that like familiar thing again. I do get very homesick, very, very homesick. I love California. I miss it all the time, but I also love it here, and I also love traveling, and I want to live on a boat soon, which I think I'll probably live on a boat in a year or so. But I'm thinking of starting a business like in the next year or two. I have a lot of businesses that I want to start. So that's what I was doing today, was like getting all the tax stuff set up for that so that I can like blossom into these, like I can expand. But yeah, 1 or 2 of them will have to, I think, be based in the US because of just how it works with this tax stuff. So if you want to know, I opened an Estonian business, which a friend of mine, Diego, who has YouTube, make sure I'm still here. Yep. He told me about creators using Estonia's digital nation. So they have this program where you can become an e-resident. And I don't know if you have to be European or if anybody can, but then they have like really great tax benefits for a business owner. So like there's no tax, and look, do your own research. I'm not a tax professional. There's no tax if for the money that's in the business. If you pay yourself, there's like a 20% tax. So it's a really great option for a business owner. It's limited in how I can expand in that because I can't do like physical products in there. I can't store physical products. I could do like my merch, which you will see like below this video, which is linked to my YouTube channel. That I can do because there's another fulfillment center that sends it all out, but I can't like personally have the merchandise in a warehouse of my own. I think when I start these other businesses that are in the vision time, they would require me having the product. Maybe I would hire a fulfillment center, but I would love to have my own warehouse and products and everything eventually. So the idea would be that would probably, and a lot of you guys are from the US. I think like 60% of my viewers are US. And so I would open something in the US. We'll see. So expansion. You got to take action. You got to take action to set yourself up so that you can continue to step into the vision. And I will leave you with that. If you are still here and you want to leave an emoji to let me know that you're still here, you can put a little kitty emoji, or you can say, "Hi, Duchess. Hi, Duchess. We're glad that you're okay." She got x-rays the other day. She has a lung condition, but it seems to not have progressed. So she just has some sensitive little lungs because of her old life that I will never understand down in southern Italy. She was either a stray or I think maybe she came from like a hoarder situation, but we don't know. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for being here. Mwah.